let's try copper BBs. Now, copper BBs are used, there you go. They're BBs are used in BB guns. They're not like for shotguns or anything like that. And you know, I've never used, I don't have a BB gun, I've never had, but hey, I went to Walmart and got one just so that we can use them for our lab. So they obviously roll and they're shiny. They're not completely copper though. Copper is really expensive. So these are actually steel coated with a very thin layer of copper. You can see that some of them are getting a little tarnished. They're getting old and rusty looking, but what I'm gonna do is put my block on top of the copper BBs. Then I've got I'm gonna use my really light mass hanger because I'm gonna predict that the copper BBs, because they roll like wheels, are gonna have a much lower coefficient of friction. In fact, anything that's round and has wheels are gonna have quite a bit lower coefficient of friction. Okay, so now my 5-gram mass is hanging and the block isn't moving. So let's give it a push to see if I can get it to move at a constant speed. Yes. Okay. So it could be less than 5 grams, but I would, you know, the coefficient, the mass that's required for the coefficient of friction is about the mass of this hanger. And I think we already massed it. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll do it just one more time. Or mass it just for the sake of doing. It's a little tiny bit more than 5 grams. Let's just go. Okay. 5.1. Okay. 5.1 grams. So that means the frictional force for copper BBs is less than or equal to 0.0051 kilograms times 9.8 meters per second squared. So take 0.0051 multiplied by 9.8 and you get your frictional force. Compare that with the force that we got in exercise 1. And you can see in this case it's much lower. So hopefully you guys got that prediction correct.